There are moments in life when you look around and realize something painful, not because someone said it, but because life silently showed it to you. You start to notice that you are always there for people, but they are rarely there for you. You give love, loyalty, time, effort, support, yet you are treated like an option, like a background character in a story you helped build. You speak, but your words don't echo. You try, but your effort is not seen. You exist, but you are not felt. And one day, in the quiet of your own mind, you whisper a question that feels heavier than 1,000 storms. Why can't they see my worth? That question doesn't just come from sadness. It comes from a truth most people never learn. The world does not respond to your intention. It responds to your value. And value is not something you shout about. It is something you become. The world is full of good, kind, hardworking people who still feel invisible. Not because they are weak, but because they were never taught the real rules. The rules of power, presence, energy, and value. We are told, be nice, be helpful, be available, be loyal. But no one tells us the hidden side. If you do all of that without wisdom, people will use you, not value you. Life is not about how much you do. It is about how much your presence is worth. You don't get paid for time. You get paid for impact. You don't get respected for effort. You get respected for value. And value is something you build like a sculpture, slowly, intentionally, silently. So, today I'm not here to hype you with motivational noise. I'm here to guide you into a transformation, a quiet, deep, inner shift that doesn't just make you feel good for a moment, but changes who you become forever. Because there are 6 silent laws that turn an ignored person into an irreplaceable one. A person who doesn't beg for respect. Because respect becomes a natural reaction to their presence. Point 1. Stop giving your time to people who don't value your energy. There is a cruel but honest truth about human behavior. We do not value what is always available. If water ran from your tap only twice a year, you would treat every drop like gold. But because water flows every day, you don't stop to think about it. That is exactly how people treat you when you are always accessible, always saying yes, always ready, always responding, always there, even for those who would never do the same for you. The world does not ignore you because you are not good enough. It ignores you because you made yourself too easy to reach, too predictable, too always there. When you become the person who replies instantly, who never says no, who is always free, who always forgives, who always adjusts, you give people the signal, my time is not valuable. I am always available. You don't have to earn me. And the moment people stop needing to earn you, they stop respecting you. Let me give you an example. There are 2 people in everyone's life. Person A, who is always free, always ready, always there, always waiting. And person B, who is focused, selective, intentional, who gives energy, but not to everyone, not at every moment, not for every reason. Which one do people treat with more respect? Always person B, not because they are better, but because they have boundaries. And boundaries create value. You are not supposed to be reachable all the time. You are not supposed to reply instantly. You are not supposed to let everyone enter your energy. You are not supposed to give a seat in your life to everyone who passes by. You are not supposed to sacrifice your peace just to look kind. Real kindness includes wisdom. Real love includes limits. Real respect begins with self-respect. The reason kings sit on thrones is not because they are better than everyone. It is because not everyone is allowed to sit beside them. Scarcity creates admiration. Rarity creates value. If a diamond was found on every street, no one would bend down to pick it up. But because it is rare, people guard it, protect it, pay for it, fight for it. The same applies to you. So, from today, stop treating your time like dust. Stop giving your energy to people who drain it. Stop showing up for those who never showed up for you. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't care to understand. Your presence is not a discount offer. Your attention is not a free gift. Your energy is not unlimited. And when you finally stop giving yourself to everyone, the right people will finally realize that having access to you is a privilege. Point 2. Master one skill that makes you impossible to replace. If there is one thing that separates those who are merely seen from those who are truly valued, it is not luck, it is not confidence, it is not even intelligence, it is mastery. The world is filled with people who can do many things, but very few who can do one thing so exceptionally well that no one else can replace them. And here is the truth most people never accept. You do not become valuable by being available, you become valuable by being rare. When everyone can do what you do, your work becomes cheap. But when you master a skill that very few can perform at a high level, your value rises without you having to beg, chase, prove, or impress. Every successful person you admire, no matter the field, became respected not because they tried to be everything, but because they mastered one powerful thing first. Cristiano Ronaldo did not try to be a singer, actor, doctor, businessman, and dancer. He mastered football. Steve Jobs did not try to be a chef, writer, pilot, and musician. He mastered product design and innovation. Mr. Beast did not master every skill in the world. He mastered storytelling and YouTube psychology. Mastery opens doors that talent alone cannot. When you become exceptional at one thing, the world comes to you. Opportunities appear. People seek you. Money finds you. Not because you asked, but because value attracts demand. The problem with most people is not that they lack potential. It is that they lack focus. They spend 1 week learning this, 1 month trying that, 2 days practicing something else. They collect skills the way a child collects toys. Many of them, but none used long enough to build greatness. Average effort creates average results, but deep focus creates rare excellence. And the world does not reward the common, it rewards the rare. Think of it like fire. If you spread fire over a large area, it becomes smoke. But if you concentrate it in one place, it becomes heat, and then flame, and then power. The same happens with your skill. When your energy is scattered, you become average at many things. When your energy is concentrated, you become unforgettable at one thing. And that is when value begins. So, how do you choose a skill? You don't need to find a perfect passion. You just need something that sparks interest, something you can imagine getting better at every day, something the world needs and pays for. It could be speaking, teaching, writing, coaching, programming, editing, marketing, design, storytelling, negotiation, strategy, fitness training, consulting, branding, AI tools, photography, anything. But once you choose it, go deeper than everyone else. Learn more, practice more, study more, stay longer, push further. Because mastery is not a gift. It is a daily decision. When you master one skill, something magical happens. You stop chasing opportunities. Opportunities chase you. You stop introducing yourself. Your work introduces you. You stop needing people. People need you. And the world finally sees your value, not because you asked to be seen, but because you became too good to be ignored. Point 3. Speak less. Move with intention. Let your results become your voice. There comes a stage in life when you finally understand that silence is not weakness, it is strategy. The world is loud, full of people announcing dreams they never work for, complaining about problems they never try to solve, posting plans they never act on. But value is not built in noise. Power is not created in attention. Growth does not happen in public display. The most valuable people in the world are not the ones constantly talking. They are the ones doing. They do not need to explain, defend, convince, or prove anything. Their work is their proof. Their transformation is their reply. Their presence is their explanation. When you stop talking just to be seen and start working to be respected, everything about your life changes. Silence builds curiosity. Curiosity builds attention. Attention builds value. The less people know about your next move, the more they feel the impact when it happens. The loudest person in the room is rarely the strongest. The one who listens, observes, studies, and moves quietly is the one who ends up controlling the room. When you are always talking, you are giving people access to your thoughts, plans, weaknesses, emotions. When you stay silent, people cannot predict you, measure you, or underestimate you. Silence is not emptiness, it is power under control. So stop telling people what you're going to do. Stop posting every idea. Stop announcing every step. Stop explaining your decisions to people who haven't earned the right to know. Stop proving your worth with words. Build it with actions. One finished task is worth more than 1,000 promises. One real result is louder than a lifetime of talking. Point 4. Your circle is shaping your future. Upgrade or stay stuck forever. You can be disciplined, motivated, talented, full of vision, but if you surround yourself with people who are comfortable being average, you will slowly begin to shrink your own greatness just to fit in. Your environment is stronger than your intention. The people you sit with are slowly programming your mindset, your habits, your dreams, your identity, without you even noticing. You don't grow because you want to. You grow because your surroundings make it impossible to remain the same. You don't stay stuck because you're weak. You stay stuck because your circle normalizes being stuck. Look at your life closely. Who do you talk to every day? Who do you share your ideas with? Who do you allow to influence your energy? Do these people make you better, sharper, stronger? Or do they drain your spirit, waste your time, and pull you back into small thinking? Because here is the truth. Your future is not written in your dreams. It is written in your circle. You are not just living your life, you are living the mindset of the people you stay around. You will never think like a lion if every day you sit with sheep. Some people are not bad. They are just not going anywhere. But if you stay with them, neither will you. Growth requires distance. Peace requires boundaries. Success requires separation. You cannot build a new life while staying surrounded by the old energy that broke you. Point 5. Train your mind until nothing can break you. One day, life will test you, not with small problems, but with something that shakes your soul. Rejection, failure, loss, disappointment, betrayal. And in that moment, your looks won't help, your money won't help, your followers won't help. Only the strength of your mind will decide whether you collapse or rise. The value of a person is not in how they behave when things are easy, but in how they stand when everything goes wrong. A weak mind breaks at discomfort. A strong mind grows from it. A weak mind avoids pain. A strong mind uses pain as fuel. A weak mind looks for distraction. A strong mind looks for direction. The world doesn't respect fragile minds. It respects those who have trained themselves to stay calm in storms, patient in delays, focused in chaos, disciplined when emotions scream for escape. Your mind is a muscle. If you don't train it, it stays soft. And soft minds live soft lives. The most valuable people in the world are not the most talented. They are the most mentally unshakable. You can lose jobs, people, money, status, but if your mind is strong, you can rebuild everything from zero again. That is true power. Point 6. Stop chasing. Become so valuable that life comes to you. There is a beautiful shift that happens in life when you stop running after people, attention, opportunities, validation, approval, and instead begin building yourself so deeply, silently, consistently, that everything you were chasing begins to come towards you naturally. Chasing comes from lack. Attraction comes from value. When you chase, you communicate. I need you. When you rise in value, your very existence communicates. I am whole. If you want access to me, step up. You don't have to beg to be chosen when you become the person everyone wants to choose. You don't have to fight for a seat when you become the one they reserve the seat for. You don't have to prove yourself when your presence already speaks louder than your voice. When you level up your value, life rearranges itself around you. People treat you differently, doors open differently, conversations change, opportunities arrive without you knocking. The world does not follow noise, it follows value. So, stop chasing attention, build excellence. Stop chasing people, build self-respect. Stop chasing success, build skill, discipline, character. The day you become valuable, everything that once ignored you will start searching for you. Final closing. One day you will look back at the version of you who felt invisible, unappreciated, overlooked, and you will finally understand that life was not rejecting you. It was shaping you. The world was not ignoring you. It was waiting for you to become someone impossible to ignore. You were not late. You were still building. You were not weak. You were still learning what real strength looks like. You were not lost. You were being prepared for a life bigger than the one you were trying to fit in. You don't need to shout. You don't need to beg. You don't need to prove. You just need to become. Become valuable. Become rare. Become disciplined. Become focused. Become someone whose silence has more power than others' words. Because the day you finally rise in value, the world will do what it always does. It will notice, it will respond, it will respect, and it will remember. And on that day, you won't say, "They finally saw my worth." You will say, "I finally built it." And if this message stayed with you, if it made you think, if it woke something inside you that had been silent for too long, then don't just disappear quietly the way most people do after hearing something that could change them. If this spoke to your heart, if it reminded you of your worth, if it gave you clarity or strength or a reason to rise again, then leave a trace behind. Like the video, leave a comment, share it with someone who needs a voice of strength in their life. And if you want more messages that build you instead of break you, then subscribe. Not for the sake of numbers, but because you and I both know this is not the end of your journey. This is the beginning of a new version of you. And I'll be waiting for you in the next lesson, the next message, the next rise. Don't watch and vanish. Stay, grow, and walk this path with intention.